The Batman 2 star, Colin Farrell, reveals how long the sequel is set after HBO's The Penguin. Yeah, I mean, that's a big question a lot of fans have had on their minds over the past year or so. I mean, the events of Batman Part 2 after The Penguin, I mean, is it a week? Is it a couple of months? Is it years? How long is the time jump going to be forward? Are the events going to be straight after The Penguin? Well, it looks like we now finally have our answer as to the timeline of events. So let's jump in, let's break it down, and let's see exactly when the Batman Part 2 takes place in the timeline of these events here. And by the way, just to go off on a tangent, The Penguin, oh my god, The Penguin show was so phenomenally great. I mean, they did an incredible job. And I mean, Colin Farrell as the Penguin, in that penguin costume, is unrecognizable. He's incredible. To be able to act under all of that costume and that makeup, man, he did such a phenomenal job. He really, really did. And the finale of The Penguin, just to go into spoilers quickly, at the end, when he's dancing with that woman in the hotel, and the camera pans out, and it shows the Bat logo shine into the sky, I almost lost my damn mind, but it was so cool. So, one of the Batman's biggest selling points was that it would serve as a year 2 story for Robert Pattinson's Caped Crusader. We had plenty of origin stories and spent a lot of time with an experienced Batman, so filmmaker Matt Reeves' approach was a breath of fresh air. Yeah, I mean, the fact that this is a new kind of rookie Batman in year 2, I mean, was a really interesting concept. Seeing a younger, less experienced Batman, he makes mistakes, he doesn't always do the right thing, doesn't always say the right thing, and he's still kind of learning the ways of being the Batman. And that's very, very interesting to see him kind of fumbling his way through some of the scenes. But I mean, man, the Batman film was, some parts of that film were an absolute masterclass in filmmaking. So 5 years have passed by the time the Batman 2 is released. Yeah, way too long between Batman films, man. At one point, remember the rumors that were going around that they were saying the Batman Part 2 has been cancelled because it was taking so long? All these speculation and rumors, the Batman's been cancelled, and then it's like, no, it hasn't. It's just Matt Reeves was taking his sweet time. And there's been a great deal of speculation about what this means for the Elseworlds Bruce Wayne. The Penguin was meant to bridge the gap between the Batman and its sequel, and while many fans have wondered if Reeves' movie might jump a few years into the future, it's been confirmed that we're going to remain in year 2. Yeah, that's what a lot of people were speculating, that we were going to jump several years forward. Batman was going to be more experienced, more kind of experienced in his role as the Caped Crusader, learned from his lessons. Possibly at the beginning of the Batman Part 2, we could have had a montage showing kind of year 2, year 3, year 4 of him kind of fighting crime and becoming more experienced. But it looks like they're going directly after the Penguin, like literally weeks after. So we're staying in year 2, we're staying with a less experienced Batman, and to be honest, I think that's a great way to go. Keeping that less experienced Batman and taking us on the ride with that Batman as he grows in experience, I think is a pretty fun thing to do. So, where are we? Talking to comicbook.com about Netflix's The Ballad of Small Player. The Ballad of Small Player. Colin Farrell was asked about the chances of The Penguin Season 2. So, I do actually have a video clip from X, which we'll check out instead of reading this at length. Let's check out that video clip and let's see what Colin Farrell had to actually say regarding The Penguin Season 2. Okay, so landing over here on X, this comes to us from the Batman Saga News. Let's check out this clip here. It's about 50 seconds long, and let's see what Colin Farrell had to say for himself.
Man, I'm only asking this because I work for comicbook.com, but would you wager money on fans getting a second season of The Penguin?
Ooh. Oh, I don't know. I have a bit of a... Generally speaking, I have a bit of a negativity bias, apparently. I've been told by various people close to me. So I would say I would bet against, but not by much. I know that the powers that be are thinking of storylines that could justify another 8 hours, because it all goes off Matt Reeves' world, right? It all has to, like, it conveniently worked that killing the death at the end of Batman and the devastation within Gotham opened up a power vacuum that then Oz could try and capitalize on. That was perfect for the parallel 8 hours that we had, and then the film will pick up whatever, a few weeks after the show ended. But I would kind of bet against, but not by a wide margin.
Well, if you were a gambling man...
So that's pretty much what Colin Farrell had to say there. It picks up a few weeks after the events of The Penguin. I think he's and ahhing, but I think he knows that The Penguin Season 2 is coming, man. That show was so well received. It was so fantastic. And it's hard to believe, going back to it again, it's hard to believe that this Colin Farrell guy here, he's Irish, right? And just looking at him here on screen, it's hard to believe that this is the same guy who was the Penguin in the show. I mean, he just looks nothing like him, but that transformation into the Penguin is just incredible. That the accent, the voice, the practical bodysuit. I mean, everything about it is just unbelievable. It really, really is. Anyway, let's go back over to the article here and quickly finish off. So, when the Batman Part 2 begins, Oscobb has been Gotham City's kingpin of crime for a matter of weeks. At most, this means it's been a couple of months since the Riddler's attack devastated the city, leaving Batman to continue dealing with the fallout of the flood. Yeah, so for me, I always theorized as a fan, right, and I'm a little bit biased because he's my favorite villain, but I wanted Killer Croc to show up, right? I always thought, you know, the city's been flooded, right? The city is basically underwater. And what a better way to introduce Killer Croc. He can swim through the city, he can attack people, he can, you know, move across the city very easily, surprising Batman popping up as everything's underwater. But obviously Killer Croc, he's a bit too fantastical of a villain. I mean, this is a grounded kind of take on the Batman mythology, so I don't think anything fantastical like Killer Croc's going to show up. But as it's flooded, I thought Killer Croc could be swimming through the city, but that's just me because Killer Croc's my favorite villain. But anyway, okay, so an intriguing approach, as it means Reeves won't cheat by skipping ahead a couple of years just to shake things up for the sake of it. He's always talked about telling one story over a trilogy, and it could be that it all takes place over a relatively short period through a connected series of events. This would also explain the reports that Zoe Kravitz won't be back as Catwoman. I didn't really care for her Catwoman. I honestly didn't. Yeah. Like, the one thing I will say about that Matt Reeves Batman movie, as much as a masterpiece it is, I don't think the Catwoman landed for a lot of people. Like, Zoe Kravitz, she's a fantastic actress, but her Catwoman just didn't do a whole lot for me, and I know it didn't for a lot of other people as well. As it wouldn't make sense for her to return to Gotham City this soon, Sophia Falcone, which was a fantastic character in The Penguin, people want to see more of her. A good excuse for a prequel, but Reeves has already confirmed that Kristen Milioti won't be in The Batman 2. The Batman 2 is set to be released in theaters October 1st, 2027. So, 2027 is going to be a wild year. It really is. We've got the Harry Potter reboot series landing in 2027. We've got the Batman Part 2 landing as well. So, there's some pretty big things going down in 2027. That's if the Potter franchise, the Potter series doesn't get delayed by another year, which it could be. But anyway, yeah, so there we go. The Batman Part 2 takes place several weeks after The Penguin, literally continuing the events right on. It's not going to be a case of years, only weeks. And, man, I mean, having The Penguin back, having Matt Reeves back, Robert Pattinson's Batman, I could not be more excited for this. I'm more excited for the Matt Reeves Batman universe than I am for the actual James Gunn DC universe at the moment. That could change. But, yeah, I'm just more excited for this. I think the more grounded DC grittiness that we've got with Matt Reeves, the Batman, I think it's more exciting than having spandex superheroes flying around. And, I don't know, it just appeals to me more. I'm still excited for the DCU, so don't get me wrong. But I'm more excited for this, I have to be honest. Because I like the more darker, grittier tone in my superhero stuff. And, yeah, that's just me, though. But anyway, guys, what do you think about this? What do you think about these series of events taking place? Do you think it's a good decision to have the Batman so close to the Penguin just weeks after? Or do you think they should have extended it by years to show a more grizzled, kind of experienced Batman? Whatever your thoughts are, jump into the comment section and do let me know what you think about this news. And with that down, guys, I will see you in the next video.